Hello, welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft. This is Richard, and today we are in the kitchen in the apartment, and what we are going to do is use that potato that I put on the cordage in the last video. So let's get that down. Let me pull that off of where it's at, and here we go. So it's still sitting here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it off of the cordage, and I'm going to peel this, and I'll get right back with you. There we go. Here's the peeled potato, along with two others that I've peeled. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put them in some hot water. So these are just going to sit in some hot water here. We're going to let them boil up. Let's add a little salt because I love adding salt to everything. And we're going to set and let those boil. Now while these set and boil, just keep in mind that all of this can be done out in the field, and if I was out in the field today, I would be more than glad to make this in the field. But there's nothing here that I'm using that I can't do in a campfire, out at camp, at Osage, or any other camp that I'm at. So just keep that in mind, that this is just as easily done out in the field as if it's being done here in the apartment. Okay, the potatoes are out and cut, and now all I'm going to do is just mash them. Now that I have them mashed, I'm just going to place them in a measuring cup, and the only reason I'm doing this is just so that I can see how much potatoes I have, because I'm going to add equal amount of flour here in a moment. So let's get all these in there. And I make a mess when I cook. It's part of the fun of cooking. Give them a little bit more mash here. And we're going to guesstimate that's about 3 cups. So I'm going to say I've got about 3 cups of mashed potatoes. So let's now get 3 cups of flour. But before I do that, let's put these potatoes in this big tub here. There we go. Alright, now that I have that, I'm going to add a little bit more salt. That should be plenty now. And I'm just going to add my flour. And it gets mixed up. I'm going to make a dough out of this. Now comes the fun part. Getting our hands in there. Moving that around. Right now, this is very sticky. Get down there and there in the bottom. But I'm going to keep working this. And what I'm going to need to do here is put a little bit of flour on my workspace. Because we are going to simply work this into a potato dough. This means something. What movie? Anyway, let's continue. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't want to work it too hard. Rolling pin. Oh yeah, look at that. Very nice. Now that I have a couple pieces, let's move over to the stove and let's finish this up. Let's begin by turning the heat on. We'll go around 5 or 6. Let's turn it up to 7 just to get it heated. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan there. And we're going to let that heat up a little bit. Now that it's heated up slightly, I'm going to take my potato flatbread. Just going to stick it in there. And we're going to fry that up. A couple minutes on both sides or until it's golden brown. Didn't know if a spatula would be better than these tongs, but we'll find out, won't we? Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, that looks fantastic. So what I'm thinking about doing is taking some of this flatbread that I have over here that I haven't rolled out yet and adding some garlic to it and making some garlic bread flatbread. So I might make spaghetti tonight, and I think maybe we'll use some of this flatbread for some garlic bread. So here is my very first piece of potato flatbread that I've ever made, and let's take a piece of this. That's hot. Let's try this. Hey, that tastes really good. I wasn't sure whether I'd like it or not. I saw the recipe and I said, hey, I want to try that. That's really good. And I'm going to add some garlic to some of it and fry it up, and I'm gonna make some garlic bread. I think tonight we're gonna have spaghetti and some of this potato flatbread with garlic. So I'll definitely have to film Michelle's reaction. Of course, like most of my videos, she has no clue that I'm doing this. So I think it'll be a nice surprise for her tonight. And we're gonna have some nice little flatbread to eat over the next couple days. And here is a piece of the garlic flatbread. Man, I wish you guys could smell this. Holy cow, that smells delicious. Oh, man, that smells so good. I got 2 more pieces I'm gonna fry up, and I'm gonna try one on camera, so I'll get right back with you. All right, so everything is cleaned up. No mess. All the dishes are done. It only took me a few minutes. And here is the wonders of my creation here. So I'm gonna let these cool down for a few minutes. Not too much, because I'm keeping them underneath this. I want them to stay nice and fresh. It's only noon, and Michelle won't be home until at least 5 or 6 tonight, so I don't want that to get really hard. Since I've never made these before, I don't know if they will get hard and brittle. I'm assuming they might get that way. They may taste fantastic that way. I don't know. But I want to keep them underneath that for a while. I'm going to taste the garlic one here in a little bit. I got a few more things I want to deal with before I get to that. But until then, I'll get right back with you. Okay, it's been, I don't know, about a half hour or so. It's still a little warm. I went ahead and took the cover off of them. Let them kind of cool down a little bit more, and maybe even dry out a little bit. But here's a piece of the garlic flatbread, potato flatbread. Let's see what it tastes like. Here we go. Oh, woo! Holy cow! This stuff's delicious. Oh. Wow. Oh, I cannot tell you how good that tasted. That was fantastic. I never expected it to be that delicious. That's phenomenal. It didn't take a long time to make. The recipe is really simple. Just 1 cup of potatoes, 1 cup of flour, and you have to adjust that to your liking. Make a little bit of salt. Make some dough out of it. Now, if you like garlic bread, you have got to try that. That is delicious. So anyway, you can add other flavors you want, garlic or whatever. Make a little patty out of them. Flatten it out into a nice flat bread, and throw it into a skillet with a little bit of oil, and fry that up. You can do that out in the field. It's not difficult. You don't need anything special to do it. And wow, it's going to be hard for me not to eat some more of that before she gets home tonight. Awesome. Thank you for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and enjoy the outdoors, even if it's just your own backyard. Thank you guys for watching.